What the hell? Is that a washing machine? Do you really have your... Oh, I guess it's a... No, it looks like a clothes washing machine. Or was... I don't know. British people, am I right? Contact Barbara Foster. So is she like the... She works with Dr. Wade, I presume? Because I think... Was she the one who was with the doctor when his nose started to bleed? I think that she was. Seems like once the nose bleeding stuff starts, you've got like a couple hours. Tops. Maybe. The more I think about it, the more I'm not sure that's right. Yeah, because they have to be around long enough for them to experience the nosebleed stuff and then report to like the doctor about it before they up and disappeared. Also interesting that it seems to have started with the older people. Like, again, was that coincidence or was there a reason it was hitting all people easy or like sooner? Whatever it was killing animals too, apparently, because the cows were dead. She mentioned dead birds. See, but that's the thing. Like, the way they're talking, obviously, dead birds, they found bodies. We've not heard a single report so far of a person being found dead. So it's killing animals. But humans, it seems to just be taken up. Speaking of animals, Cat's about to walk in front of the TV because she's a butthole. But that's what cats do, is be buttholes. I mean, I've realized I've been in here. Is there no stairs? I guess theoretically the stairs could be behind that. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but... And you know, well... Hold on. But see, remember what I said about the mark being there to protect? And how I thought it was Steven doing it, possibly? Well, one, I think this is the house that was on the map to be marked. But I'm not seeing a mark, first of all. But I was going to say, if there was a mark, then it would kind of go along with what I was saying about Steven doing it because he wanted to protect her, because obviously his mother. But I'm not seeing a mark anywhere. He could have theoretically been coming up here and just didn't make it because something happened. But the other times it was pretty obvious, right? It might not have been on the door, but it was pretty obvious. Let me go check that back door real fast. Nope. Well, it's... Nope. Damn it. I thought I had something there. But I thought this was what was marked on the map, too. I mean, I don't know why Steven would mark on the map the houses that he was going to be painting. But, like, who would have done that? And why? Guess that's what we're trying to figure out. Let's check down this trail. Maybe it was a different house. Like I said, this is where I really wish you could zoom in on that map. It could be easier to see. I have a feeling this is just going to loop back around. Back to the road where that one ball of light was being an asshole. But yeah, so Wendy was the older person, right? So that would be his mother. So I have a feeling we're going to learn more about her in this section. Her more than anyone else. Since the last section was mostly Jeremy, and he was named Jeremy, so it all kind of makes sense. Nothing of interest back here. Wow. Nice flower area, though. Wait. Sound like people walking around. Dude, it was just the wind. Them fences. The bane of my existence. Trying to find a hole in the fence, but I want to get in this building. That's what I want to do. Don't. Actually doesn't look like there's too much going on in there. Can't crouch or anything. Let's check the front real quick, and then we're going to check back there. All those blue flowers tend to make me believe something's interesting back there. Alright, this is just a old abandoned something. But yeah, the marks on the houses and the similar mark on the map has really got me curious. And again, especially the thing with the white paint. Now, obviously somebody else could be painting them. But, like, again, we've seen Stephen painting. And what was it they were saying when they came up to him? It was something about how he was trying to protect them. And I said something about, oh, why is he covering the windows with paint? He could have just been trying to paint the symbol, and then maybe somebody else came behind him and just, like, covered it up. I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. Damn, this is... Oh, let's go back to the church. I dislike that sound of walking. This is just a path that I missed? Because this is the church. I guess this is just the other side? Yeah, this is just the other side that I couldn't get to. Huh. You gotta nail that tree down. Keeps wandering around. I feel like this area doesn't have a whole lot of purpose. Especially given how long it took to get here. Since I'm going to have to backtrack, I'm going to check a few things here. If we don't find anything of interest... Nope, not even a noise is made. So yeah, it seemed like a wasted trip. I'm going to head on back, and I'll pick you guys up once we get on the... Alright, we're back at the map. That... I am 95% sure that's her house. Because if you look really closely, too, you can see, like, the rectangle where her house would be. So, yeah, that's got to be it. I also did notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more up there. But there's also a building over to the right. So, let's see. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, eventually, that we'll get to. One's way up there past the bus stop. And it looks like the areas, like, that are marked on the map are the people's area. Like, we just left Yalton, which was... Father Jeremy, and now we're in Tipworth, which is windy. So let's check this house. Well, I don't know why this... That's what I'm going to try to figure out, too, is like, why are some places marked and some not? Both on the map and sometimes on the house itself. Maybe...
Oh, just for a few days, yeah. First thing in the morning. I don't want the kids to catch this flu if it's going round.
It's probably that Father Jeremy spreading it around while he tries to bully everyone into donations for the summer fair.
You really don't like him.
Quiet in the village, actually, Wendy. Not much bullying to be done.
Oh, Father, I didn't know you were here.
Clearly. Listen, I came up here to tell Amanda that we've had some vandalism in the village. Must be a teenage thing. Tagging, I think they call it. Someone's painting all over doors and things.
Little vandals. Well, I'll tell Neil to make sure we're properly locked up when we go.
A good man like my Eddie gone. And these thugs and yops running around defacing property. He gave everything to his country, and look what he got in return. Nothing but an early death.
He had a good life, Wendy.
He had a short life. I look to my birds, Father. Lives lived unencumbered, free and simple. That's as God meant things to be.
It does seem like when they're talking, they light up a little bit more. So this must be the house Amanda and Neil, right? They were the ones who were in town, like the ones that had stopped in that house. So it wasn't their house. Another soccer ball. And I want a tree house. I'm an adult with a house, and I still want a tree house. With internet access, of course. I mean, it's not going to have a tree house like a primate. I think this is 0308.
0, 3, 0, 8, 0, 2, 0, 6, 2, 2.
Yep. Another duplicate. In fact, that's the third one of those numbers that we've seen, heard, whatever.
Every computer in the observatory has set itself to 6:07 a.m. June
Ah.
6th, 1984. I don't understand what that means.
June 6th.
Every computer in the observatory has set itself to 6:07 a.m. June 6th, 1984. I don't understand what that means.
All right. Sorry, I wrote that down too, and I didn't catch it all the first time. So yes, the clocks have stopped. Looks like somebody was up here when they started bleeding. Some god-awful drawings. And there's that damn infinity symbol looking thing. Huh. So he either saw it around. I mean, obviously there's the option that he drew them. There's the dead birds. There's dead birds by the windmill. Dead birds and the infinity symbol. There's the woman by the observatory, which could be what's her face. Interesting. Very interesting. A boomerang and a frisbee on top of the thing. I thought we're in England, not Australia. Am I right? Because only Australians have boomerangs. I had a boomerang once, never could figure out how to make it work. Okay, that didn't sound horrible. Random towels? I don't know where that is. Tool shed. Clock's still ticking, but it's still stuck. 6:07. January, February, March. So June 6th is 6/6. As we know, is getting close to a dangerously demonic number. I think during my next break, I'm gonna take a look at the numbers we've compiled up until this point and see if I can't find a pattern. Because I can't, like, I can't multitask well, which learning to Let's Play has been quite interesting. They really liked the boomerangs, didn't they? But especially like stuff like this, where I can't really... It's hard for me to like really think on it and still talk, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and like do other stuff, because you don't want to hear me just sitting here staring at a wall. I mean, I know the game's already slow paced. You don't need to be just hearing dead silence as I walk about. But yeah, these are the people who were at that house. And that is why she said, oh, I don't think Barbara will mind. They're just children or whatever. What she meant was, you know, letting them use her bathroom and stuff so they could clean up or whatever, because they got the nosebleeds. Looks like when they came by, they'd already left. Because the thing is stuck in the doorway there. Interesting. All right, let's go check this back. But this door was not marked on the map. They also, of course, talked about vandals. Talking about the vandals tagging stuff. Now, we've seen some, like, typical writing on things. But I don't know if we've really seen any tags. I think he's talking about the let's call them butterfly marks, because that sounds cooler than the infinity mark. Actually, no, the infinity mark sounds much cooler. But I'm going to call them the butterfly marks. Here's another thing that I was thinking about while I was walking around. Was that, you know, they've been finding dead birds and stuff, and dead cows, but we still see living butterflies, and obviously we're still hearing birds. However, one, we thought the birds, I mean, I guess they didn't all have to die, or they're not all dead yet. But two, we don't see any birds. We just hear them. Now, at this point, you kind of have to start asking yourself, okay, so this is not marked. All right, so that's what that mark is. It means like a camp spot, I guess. So, you know, at one point you have to go, okay, maybe this is more of a, like a limitation of the engine that they used. Or maybe it's an atmosphere thing. They don't want you to see the birds. Oh, this is kind of nice. Little lookout here. They don't want you to see the birds. They want you to really feel alone. And they feel like maybe looking at the birds might take it away, blah, blah, blah. But then the question is, why have the bird sounds? I mean, the thing you got to think about is they had to deliberately put bird sounds in, right? It's not just something that they just threw in for funsies. Especially a game like this. Little details like that, I don't feel like I said, they just, yeah, it needs bird sounds. You're in the forest, it needs bird sounds. We're going to throw bird sounds in. I don't feel like that was just an afterthought. I feel like a detail like that would have been paid attention to. So the fact that you can hear birds, but can't see any, but yet we do see butterflies, maybe that, I don't know what that would hint, but maybe there's something to that. And again, I could just be totally wrong. It could just be an engine limitation that has nothing to do with any kind of idea they're trying to convey or any kind of clue as to what's going on in this town. But it's fun to speculate. I'm not going to go all the way back. I'm just kind of looking. Because that was their house. Okay. Let's go check this car, because I heard that ringing of the phone. What's on the hood? It's like, I don't see it.
It got as far as the Haverton substation before we cut the lines. The interchange there just started dialing numbers at random.
And the symptoms you're seeing match those we've been tracking here.
Sickness, headaches, nosebleeds, eventual hemorrhage, then just light, whatever the hell that means.
Then we've got to stop it before it finds another way out of the valley. Clive, you've got to order a strike.
What?
An airstrike. We have to kill it.
No, I don't agree. We've quarantined the valley, we've cut the lines, it's contained.
What if you're wrong? Are you happy to have that on your conscience?
Stephen, I said it's contained.
Haverton, what? I can't read this. See, I want to zoom. District. Haverton District. Something. Damn it. Alright. Let's check this house. I think this is another one that was marked.